Hey beautiful, this is Maria with Your Soul Perspective. One thing that's been kind of like, well, I'm just gonna say it. My guides have been wanting me to share is the path of which one is, the path of a light worker in general, specifically for those with dark pasts. And when I mean dark past is that you had it rough. The environment wasn't so great. It was probably like a fight or flight type of environment. It could have been the neighborhood that you lived in. It could have been the family situation that you lived in. It could have been because you had to deal with anxiety and depression because of like the situations that you've encountered in your life, and also the empathic absorption of the energy surrounding you. That's what I mean by dark. And it could very well go into other aspects of dark. But a lot of times, and I feel like it has to do more with empaths. And don't get me wrong, I feel everybody's empathic. I feel that there's people that feel are more spongy, or more, or have that sense to, or the ability to absorb it a lot harder or a lot more. But everybody has the ability to be empathic. We all are empathic beings. We all engage in energy. We read energy every day. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like you do, because you do. We really do. But you have those that are a little extra, that we absorb a lot more, we read a lot more without realizing, and then we just carry that with us everywhere. And then you think it's yours until you figure it out that it's not yours, and then you got a lot of work to do and a lot of undoing to do. So in essence, you were put in that situation, and dare I say that we put ourselves in that situation. It's a calling. It's something that you came here to work on, something that you designed to do, and you get to a point where if you've had that type of life and you are feeling, and you are called to do this work, the light work, to be a light worker, to anchor, to be a service to others, you went through that for a reason. You had to know the dark side in order to appreciate and know the light, and to be able to relate to others. Not everything is love and light, okay? You have, and don't get me wrong, if you want to just work with love and light, so be it. That's what you want to do. You want to not even deal with whatever's behind, or whatever you dealt with, or whatever kind of dense energies that you've dealt with, or anybody else has dealt with. You may have been put into a situation in this lifetime where you grew up in a perfect family, and you had a supportive, nurturing environment. That's completely okay, because your line of work that you're going to be called to do is going to be totally different. So the ones that had a denser type of living growing up or in their lifetime are going to go a different route, and that is to help others come out of that, to show the way, to help kind of like anchor the energy so that you can hold space for other people and to help them heal as well. A lot of times they're healers. These people are healers. And I'm not saying let me correct myself. Everybody's a healer. Okay. Everybody has healing work to do. It's just a different type and for different needs of people. Okay. Some of us have to work in the trenches. Some of us don't. That's basically the difference. But today I'm here to talk about the ones that had a kind of like a dark and dense past in this lifetime. Okay. So know that you can work. I mean, it takes a toll. It takes a toll on you, and it can bring you down. It can get you stuck if you have to kind of realize that that's what it's doing by doing the self-work and personal development, even though you may not know that's what you're doing. But just know that even the one step that you take for personal development or self-development or spiritual development will lead you onto other steps and other phases and other levels, so that you can work through it to a point where, you know, you're in control, and that is not in control of you. It's not directing the narrative. You are directing the narrative. But you can also tap into that so that you can help somebody else and pull them out of that warfare. Okay? So it's actually a good thing. So, you know, that you have gone through that, because you're going to be helping somebody else. With that said, one thing I wanted to say is, if you feel like you weren't, like if you feel like you're called to do this work, and you feel like you're not worthy enough, or you have to be a certain way to do it, or like be a certain way and have this picture perfect life and not have and be all, you know, pure and, you know, no. You went through that for a reason, and your expertise in what you went through will be valuable to somebody else. So know that that happened for a reason, and that you're here for a reason, and you're worthy, and you will be that light for someone else. And the goal is to ignite as many lights here, to balance, dare I say, no, I'm not going to say it, to balance the energies in this world. Okay, so that is the end of that. They were bugging the heck out of me to say that, and I didn't know what to say, so I just kind of went with it, you know, like we should, because it's like I go through this kicking and screaming sometimes, and sometimes I don't, and I go along with it. But there's something that they were kind of like bugging me to come on and tell you about, and I wanted to do that. So hopefully it was very helpful. If there's anything that I can answer in regards to this, I am more than happy to. You can DM me here or shoot me an email, maria@yoursoulperspective.com. Much love.